Kathy, what are you doing?
What I'm doing? I'm saving money.
We need to clear the path.
Please stay away from the building.
They seem to be in a rush. I hope it's nothing too bad.
Trouble busters!
Oh, they're gone again. My name is Melanie. I noticed that someone's been stealing toilet paper, tissue paper, and paper towels from my home recently. It usually happens when I invite my friends to my place, so everyone could be a suspect. I don't want to be suspecting anything like this of them, though. They're my friends. It's not like I'm getting any valuables stolen, so I guess I'll just wait and see who might be doing this. Hey, Kathy, what are you doing?
What I'm doing? I'm saving money.
Saving money? Those belong to the public.
Yup, so it means I get to take them, right?
I don't think so.
Why's that? These are here for anyone's usage, right? There's no limit to how much I'm allowed to use.
But then if you take them all, the others won't be able to use any toilet paper.
Don't worry about that. I'm leaving a couple of them here for others to use.
That's not the point here.
I'm saving money by taking advantage of whatever I'm allowed to use limitlessly.
Look, you can't do that. This is not right.
Then you can just stay out of this. It's none of your business anyways.
You know, this can be considered theft. These public items do cost someone money.
That's that person's problem, whoever it is. I'm using this park, so I have the freedom to help myself with whatever they provide.
Freedom, huh?
I'm such a genius, right?
Oh God, this lady must be crazy. I tried to convince Kathy that she shouldn't do this, but she wouldn't listen.
How many times do I need to tell you? You're being a hypocrite. You need to learn how to manage your money better.
What? How could you say something like that?
You must be spending money on toilet paper and all those goods, right? I never have to spend a single penny on those items because I get them for free. I'm sure small things like this would make a large difference in the long term.
But then, I'm telling you that this isn't something you should be proud of. Let me remind you that this is theft.
Oh, everyone else does it too. You could make a huge difference to your financial situation by doing what I'm doing. Oh, you're so annoying. I'm leaving now.
She ultimately got mad and ended this conversation with her word vomit. Kathy, wait! There's a common saying not to touch a sleeping lion. I chose to stay out of any trouble and stopped seeing Kathy ever since that incident. That was when my toilet paper, tissue paper, and paper towels started disappearing from my home. I never wanted to accuse her, but this makes me believe that she's been taking these things from my house. Oh well, I'm going to do my groceries now. What's going on here?
Hey, Melanie!
What's going on here? Why is there a crowd? A bunch of guys in hazmat suits just walked into Kathy's house.
What?
I wonder what's going on.
Right? So that's why we were wondering.
Oh, Kathy!
Oh, my body itches. Oh, please get me out of here.
We need to clear the path.
Please stay away from the building.
The two gentlemen in hazmat suits seemed very serious about whatever was going on and took Kathy as they left in the van.
I wonder what happened to her.
They seem to be in a rush. I hope it's nothing too bad. We're next door neighbors with Kathy. I hope we're safe. You guys haven't seen Kathy since that public restroom incident, right?
That's true.
We decided that we'd be let known of anything we should know, so we decided to leave the scene. I honestly don't want to be involved with anything that has to do with Kathy, but the other two are my friends. I hope they're okay.
You infested little whore! Look what you've done to me!
After a week since that incident, Kathy had returned home after being treated for something and furiously confronted my two friends.
We're going to make you pay for the pest control and make you compensate for everything that happened, all right?
Wait, hold on. Why are you saying that?
Why wouldn't we? Do you realize what you've caused me and Michelle's family?
It was because of that bug that infested your house. Those bugs escaped your place and ended up infesting our house because we're right next door.
Everything in the fridge?
And our furniture.
And the worst of all...
Hold on, why are you guys blaming me for this? I have nothing to do with the pest infestation at your houses.
You stole toilet paper from that public bathroom. Our pest control technician told us that those toilet papers had a bunch of pest ovo that ended up hatching and infesting your house. That's so disgusting.
I'm sorry for the two of them, but I'm just glad that I live several houses down from Kathy's house. But then, how do you even know that the pest that hatched in my house ended up making their way to your houses?
We're sure because that's what the technicians told us.
Or else, how are you even going to explain that the houses near your house got infested out of nowhere? We know it was because of you.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you guys were also stealing toilet paper from public restrooms, too.
We would never do that.
It's unsanitary and unsafe to take toilet paper from public restrooms, especially if the toilet paper was being stored in open air.
What?
You never know who touched them, too. How could you even take them to your house?
My house was infested with insane amounts of pest all over the house.
And the tea tussock moth was the worst out of all of them. We had to make an emergency call to the pest control company to get them all out of our houses.
Oh, well, I'm glad the problem is solved then.
And we're charging you for the pest control and the treatment that our families had to pay for.
I think it sounds fair that you pay, Kathy, since you started all of this.
How are you not even apologizing about this?
Don't you realize what you've done to us?
Well, I guess you guys were just unlucky.
Is that it?
This isn't taking us anywhere. Let us talk to your husband.
What? But my husband has nothing to do with this.
Hi, are you guys talking about me?
Oh, well, hello, Corey.
Is it okay if we ask you a couple of questions?
Guys, stop!
Corey, were you aware that your house ended up going through that pest infestation because of the toilet paper that your wife has stolen from a public restroom?
What? You said stolen from a public restroom?
Did she not tell you?
All she told me was that it happened out of nowhere.
Hey, Kathy, how could you lie to your husband?
You lied to your husband because you know it yourself. Stealing toilet paper from a public restroom is considered theft.
What are you talking about? You need to stop lying.
I think it's wise if you tell him the truth before this gets bigger.
I don't know anything you're saying. I would never do something like that.
What? She's changing her story.
Kathy, you can't say that.
Honestly, you have to believe in me. I would never do anything like that.
Let me ask you then, where do you usually purchase your toilet paper?
I don't need to tell you.
Kathy, you need to answer her question.
Are you accusing me?
You should be able to answer her question if there's nothing to hide. Go ahead and tell them now.
I buy them at Trubbas Pharmacy.
Well then, let's go to Trubbas Pharmacy and file a complaint.
What? Why?
You purchase your toilet paper at Trubbas Pharmacy, which means that the pest ovo was infested onto Trubbas Pharmacy's toilet paper. This could mean that the pharmacy is also infested too. We could even appeal for a lawsuit and have them pay for everyone's pest control and medical fees.
What's the matter, Kathy?
I don't know what she's talking about, Corey. I would never lie to you.
I'm glad to hear that. So you wouldn't mind if we called the pharmacy, do you?
Wait, what?
You should call them for sure.
Hold up. Why would we do that?
We ended up spending so much money on pest control and medical fees. If we could get all those expenses back, we should file a complaint to the pharmacy.
I won't buy toilet paper from Trubbas Pharmacy anymore.
And we should still file an official complaint for their sake, too.
Oh, I know. I get it now. Look, one of these 3 ladies here must have stolen toilet paper from a public restroom and planted it in my house.
What the?
Am I right?
But why would they do something like that?
That's right. How would we even plant an infested roll of toilet paper to your house?
You probably snuck into my house while I was gone or something.
Why would we do anything so unproductive?
Who knows? You guys can be pretty weird sometimes.
You're the weirdo.
No, you're the weirdo.
Stop! Since there isn't anything to prove anyone's point, we're not going to be questioning you guys at this time.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Neither of us have the ability to prove anything we're saying.
Oh, I have proof that Kathy's been stealing toilet paper from public restrooms.
What?
Great job, Melanie.
This is the proof. This is when we were taking selfies at the park when we were hanging out there. And check this out. Kathy has a bunch of toilet paper inside her shopping bag.
Oh my god, you're right!
No, that's not true. I purchased this toilet paper.
But they're not even packaged. How are you going to explain this?
I felt like taking them out of the package as soon as I bought them.
It doesn't sound like you're telling the truth. Why would you do that?
Because we could take the toilet paper at your house to the public restroom right now. I'm sure we'll find similarities between the two stashes of toilet paper.
What's going on, Kathy? Were you lying to me this whole time?
Well,
We spent $3,000 for pest control and medical fees.
If only Kathy never stole toilet paper from the public restroom, none of us would have gone through this. We're finding you liable for all the expenses.
Kathy, you need to tell me the truth. I'm gonna consider breaking up with you if you're gonna keep lying to me.
well,
You need to tell the truth right now.
okay, fine.
Kathy had no choice at this point. She finally started apologizing and told us the truth. Emily's family spent $3,000 and Michelle's family spent $5,000 for pest control services and medical expenses. Kathy had no choice but to be liable for all of those expenses.
You're gonna find a job to pay back these expenses on your own, okay?
What? I'm just a housewife, though.
Not anymore. You need to pay this back with your own money to learn your lesson and express your remorse for what you've done.
Oh, okay, fine.
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, for all the inconveniences that my wife has caused you.
I'm sorry that I have to tell you this, Corey, but Kathy's crime doesn't end here.
Why are you saying that? There's nothing else to talk about.
There are other things to talk about, right?
No, there isn't.
Every time I invited you over, I noticed that some things were going missing.
What? Are you talking about your belongings?
Yes.
Wait, don't tell me that you...
Because of everything that happened, I decided to look into my suspicions.
I think that's a great idea, Melanie. I hate to say this in front of your husband, but we all know what you've been up to, Kathy.
That's not true. I would never do anything like that. I'm not a thief.
You already are a thief.
I'm sorry to say this, but nothing went missing ever since you haven't visited my house.
I understand where you come from.
Corey, don't listen to her.
You can go ahead and look inside our house, but if you end up not finding anything, we're gonna have to ask you to apologize to her and leave.
Of course, and that's if I don't find anything.
You can't do this. This is not fair.
Why isn't it fair? Kathy, don't tell me that not only were you stealing public items, but you were stealing from your friends.
No, I told you I would never do anything like that.
The items that went missing were primarily from kitchen, clothing, and jewelry.
Jewelry?
That's a serious theft. This is getting worse than I thought. One of the items that went missing was an old emerald ring. My ring would have had my birth date along with my initial M.
Well, then let's take a look at her jewelry box.
No, you can't do that.
Why not? You didn't steal it, right?
I don't remember stealing it, but I may have taken it home with me by accident.
What kind of accident is that?
If you placed it in your jewelry box, we would know that you've done it intentionally. If it was an accident, you would have told me right away.
We'll know when we take a look. If we find the ring, we're breaking up.
Hold on, honey. What are you guys doing?
We can't let you go.
Yep, not until your husband checks out your jewelry box.
I'll apologize if we don't find anything.
But why? I thought this was supposed to be about the bugs, not about the ring. Why are we even doing this?
Well, the bug incident just made me look into things further, especially because that ring meant a lot to me.
Why didn't you lock your bedroom then?
Why do you even know that I kept that ring in my bedroom?
Oh,
She's definitely guilty. Oh, look, he's back.
I'm terribly sorry, but is this the ring that you were looking for?
Yes, that's my ring right there.
Kathy, you better explain this to me.
I just did it on impulse. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. I can't believe this. You're a thief. I'm not going to continue my marriage with a thief. We're breaking up.
Break up?
Yes, we're breaking up.
Oh, please, I did this because I never wanted to ask you to buy me jewelry. I was trying to help us save up.
Help us save up? That's not going to justify the fact that you're a thief. I'm going to stay at a hotel now. You better pack your things and leave by the end of this week.
Oh, please, Corey, how am I supposed to live without you?
Figure it out yourself. Don't talk to me ever again. I despise you.
Oh, no. Melanie, you've got to talk to him for me. This was all your fault.
How is this my fault?
You shouldn't have talked about the jewelry when we were just talking about the toilet paper. I saw that the ring was old, and I didn't think you would wear it anymore. That's why I took it with me.
And you're not really helping yourself here. It only makes you a thief.
Oh, come on. Can you just tell Corey that you forgive me so he would forgive me?
No way, you did this to yourself.
And you haven't even apologized to us about the bug infestation yet.
You don't even have remorse, and we don't trust you anymore.
That's not true. Please help me. I'll be a brand new person moving forward.
She lost everything by the time she was crying like this. This is why you're not supposed to do bad things. Emily and Michelle made sure that they made Kathy pay for all the expenses for pest control services and medical bills for a total of $8,000. I filed a police report for my stolen ring. Kathy now has a criminal record. Her husband broke up with her. She's never had a job in her life, and now all she has in her life is to work her butt off for the rest of her life. She misunderstood what saving up means, and she underestimated her crimes, and look where she is now. After seeing what happened to her, I'm going to make sure I won't ever be like her down the road.
Troublebusters!